Hi guys, welcome to my channel. Today I am kind of focusing on these two eyeliners from Stila. It's from their Smudge Stick Waterproof Eyeliner line, and it is the colors Turquoise and Mint Julep. I have been dying to try to use these for quite a while. I love them, I love the colors, and I love the formula. I wanted to do a nice bright makeup look because it has been dreary and sad and rainy and windy this whole week, so I'm just like, you know what? I'm going to do a bright lip. I'm going to do a bold eye. I don't care what anybody says. Okay, I hope you guys like this video. If you do, just hit the thumbs up button. Subscribe if you want to see more of me. I try to put up at least a video a week, if not twice a week, depending on how frisky I'm feeling. Alright, so if you guys want to see how to get this springtime look, just keep watching. First of all, I am going to go in with my Benefit Professional Primer, and I am just going to use this on the places that I get really oily during the day, so around my nose and my T-zone area. Then I'm going to go in with my Shiseido Glow Enhancing Primer. It has an SPF 15 sunscreen in it, so it's perfect to use during the day outside, and it does have a nice glowy finish to it as well. For my eyelid primer, I'm going to use MAC's Pro Longwear Paint Pot in Bare Study, and I'm going to use this with a Real Techniques crease brush. And I'm just going to pop this all over the lid from the lash line to the brow, and this is just going to provide a good base for my eyeshadows to stick. I'm going to go in with Tarte's Free Spirit from the Tarte Lip Palette, and I'm going to pop this all over the lid, and this is just going to help all my other eyeshadow colors that I use today just blend a lot easier and smoother. Then I am going to go in with a small blending brush from Morphe, and I am going to use the Force of Nature color again from the Tarte Lip Palette. And I'm just going to place this on the crease and just extend it just a little past the outer corner of my eye, just to start forming the shape of a wing. I'm going to go in with Wanderer from the Tarte Lip Palette, and I'm going to use a medium packing brush from Lancome, and I'm just going to work that directly into the crease and start blending it with the Force of Nature color. I am staying very neutral with the top lid because I want all of the focus to be on those big bright pops of color that I'm going to place on my lower lash line later. And I'm going in again with that small blending brush from Morphe just to keep defining the shape of that wing that I want. Then I am taking Super Mom from the Tarte Lip Palette. It is kind of a very neutral, soft peachy tone. And I am just using a Coastal Scents, a small packing brush, just to place that directly onto the lid. And I'm focusing Super Mom just on the first 2/3 of the lid because I do want my outer edges to be darker. And going in again with that Morphe blending brush just to make sure everything is nicely blended. Then I'm going in with MAC's Fluid Line Gel Liner in Black Track, and I'm going to use a Morphe gel liner brush for this. The key to any good looking liner is to make sure that you're just doing short strokes and you're not trying to do it all at once. Now I'm just extending it just a little past the outer corner of the eye. I don't typically do very big wings because I'm not very good at it and I'm going to mess up. So small little wings are usually what I stick with. I am now going in with Fashionista from the Cartlet palette and a very small angled brush from Coastal Scents, and I am just packing Fashionista where I placed my gel liner, and this is just going to kind of give the liner a soft focused look. It's going to make it stay a little bit longer, and it's going to help kind of smooth out any harsh edges that I have. Okay, so now it's time for the skin, and I am using Dior's Nude Air Foundation in the shade 020, and I'm using it with a Real Techniques blending sponge. And at this point, I'm realizing that the shade I have is a little too dark for me, but we're too far gone, so we're just gonna go with it. I do love this foundation because even though it's very thin and liquidy, it gives very good coverage and a really nice satin finish. Alright, so now I'm going in with Becca's Under Eye Brightening Corrector, and I'm using a Coastal Scents concealer brush. I'm just placing this under the eye, and this is where I'm also going to put my concealer. It's just going to help brighten up that area just a little bit more. This corrector does have a very soft peachy tone to it. So if you're somebody who has blue tones under their eye, it's going to help neutralize that and provide a really good neutral base for when you actually go in with your under eye concealer. So now I'm going in with IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Under Eye Concealer, and I am using the colors Light and Light Medium, and using the same Coastal Scents concealer brush to pop this in a inverted V under the eye just to help brighten up the under eye area a little bit more. This little concealer brush is great because it is perfect for going in underneath your wing and cleaning it up to make it sharper looking. I am just blending all that concealer out using my Real Techniques blending sponge again. Now taking my Laura Mercier translucent loose setting powder, I'm going to use a dry Real Techniques sponge, and I'm just going to place that under the eye where I put all that concealer just to help set it and keep it from creasing. And I'm going in with a small fluffy brush from Morphe just to knock away any excess powder. Now going in with my Clinique Stay Matte Sheer Press Powder, I'm using the color Stay Cream. I'm going to use a Clinique powder brush and just pop this all over the skin. This is a great powder to help control oil throughout the day. And I'm lightly just pushing it onto the skin just to kind of fill in any gaps that my foundation might have left. Now I'm going to attempt to contour my nose. I am using the Marc Jacobs Mirage filter, and I'm going to use a number 13 Lancome angled shadow brush just to kind of lightly run this alongside my nose. And I'm going to use this Lancome number 23 dual-ended brush just to blend out any harshness to the contour. So now I'm going in with Laguna from NARS. This particular one is from the Stephen Klein blush palette that was available at Sephora. I'm not sure if it's still there now, but you can always get Laguna from NARS at any time. And I'm just working this onto the skin just for some added warmth. Now for the best part, I am using the Stila Smudge Stick waterproof eyeliners, and I'm using them in Turquoise and Mint Julep. And I'm going to take Turquoise first and just run that along my lash line. And I'm just running it from the outer corner about 2/3 of the way to the inner corner. Now I'm taking Mint Julep and just placing that along the waterline all the way to my tear duct. I am taking Lancome's Color Design Infinite 24 Hours eyeshadow in the color Enduring Vert, and I'm going to use a Morphe, I think this is actually a lip pencil brush, But I'm going to take it and I'm going to run that eyeshadow along the lash line where I placed that Stila turquoise color, just to kind of set it and intensify the look. Going back in with the Force of Nature color from the Tarte Lip palette, I'm going to use a fat pencil brush and run that along the lash line just to add a little bit of warmth to it. And I'm just going to go in again with the Mint Julep just to set that color in the waterline. I'm going to use this MAC pigment in Vanilla and with a Real Techniques accent brush, just using that to highlight the inner corners of the eye. Now it's time for mascara, so I'm going to use my Lancome Sills Booster XL Primer just to help condition the lashes and enhance any mascara that I use. And I'm going to use my Hypnose from Lancome as well, just for its great separation and the volume that it gives me. And I admit, at the end of this look, I do think having fake lashes would make it just a little bit more stunning, but I'm not the greatest at fake lashes. Now I'm just going in with these little pointed cotton tips that are perfect for cleaning up any little messes that you make with mascara. Now my favorite part, I am going in with the Becca highlighter in the shade Champagne Pop and using it with a Real Techniques fan brush just to apply it to the higher points of the cheekbones, and then I'll go in and apply a little bit on my Cupid's bow and down the center of my nose. Also, if you have noticed, I went ahead and did my brows. I just skipped past that part because everybody does them differently and I have yet to kind of hone my technique on it. This is MAC's Mineralized Blush in Warm Soul, and I'm using a Coastal Scents Angled Blush Brush to apply to the cheeks. And I didn't want to go in with any too bright of a blush because it would probably take away too much from the eyes. Here I'm going in again with that Enduring Vert Lancome eyeshadow shade just to intensify a little bit more the green, because I think the mascara kind of took away from that color a little bit. Now for lips, I'm going in with the NYX Soft Matte Lip Cream in the color Buenos Aires. I do like this formula a lot because it does not get patchy throughout the day and it does have great staying power too. And I'm adding just a little bit of gloss to this using Lancome's Gloss in Love number 146 Peach Show. And I'm easily amused because you just have to push a little button and the lid pops right off. Now I'm setting this with the Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Spray and I am ready to go. Alright guys, this does it for this springtime makeup look. If you liked it, then please give it the thumbs up down below. If you want to see more of me and makeup tutorials and anything makeup related, just click subscribe and hopefully I will see you guys on my next video. Bye!